Hey, how's it going, guys? We are here with Shama, and she has just wrapped up her photo shoot. She has lost a whopping 87 pounds as of today, and has had a life-changing transformation. So Shama, why don't you just give a little bit of an introduction about yourself, give us a little bit of a backstory about yourself, what you do for work, what your personal life is like, just so the guests can get a little bit of insight into you.
Okay, so I'm Shama. I'm based out of Philadelphia, even though I'm born and raised Jersey, so definitely a Jersey girl. Professionally, I'm a pharmacist. I work for a pharmaceutical company based out of Boston. Personally, I have the cutest little dog, so I am a dog mom, and I like to be known as one. And then personally, like my life is mostly, I love to travel. I probably take anywhere from 5 to 6 trips a year. Personally, and then professionally, I travel a little bit here and there too. So yeah, busy social life. I have a great group of friends, so we're always constantly doing something. And then I don't know what else. Yeah, I guess in terms of my life, like I think I'm very happy with who I am and where I am. But I think the one struggle was always my weight. I always was overweight. And that was just kind of like became my identity. So like I have tried probably every single, diet there is. I've even done some of the crazy ones that people would probably judge me as a pharmacist for doing. But yeah, I found KMAC 2 years ago. I had a friend who did a similar program, and then I used to follow Thejal on IG, and she did KMAC, and just kind of hearing about the program, I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. What's the harm? You only have to sign up for 4 months. I think that's doable. If it works for me, great. If not, I tried something new. On the consultation, I think I said this many times, is that I was like, okay, I'm just trying it. Like, I don't even know that I was taking it seriously. And then 4 months went by and I never looked back. Like, it was like literally just kept going. I had told Kunal I wanted a certain goal weight, but I passed that goal weight and didn't even look back to say, oh wait, is that what I had told him? So yeah, it's been an amazing process.
No, absolutely. It's been quite the journey. I mean, just being able to see people people in the community who have been able to achieve something like this, and just going 100% in, trusting the process, understanding that your coach is going to help you through the ins and outs of your life, the travel, etc. It just goes to show that you can do it, and the transformation in itself speaks volumes. Have to give a shout out, Budfree, the most adorable dog, absolutely. But obviously, it's been quite a journey. You mentioned 2 years, 87 pounds down. There must have been a trigger point when you were thinking, I've got to take my health and fitness into my own hands. Can you talk us through that trigger that made you book in that consultation call with KMAC?
Yeah, so I did have high cholesterol. I had gone in, I think, to urgent care, and they had just done blood work, and they're like, hey, by the way, you have high cholesterol. And I'm like, well, I was like, okay, let me see. And like the protocol is like make lifestyle changes and come back 6 months. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make those lifestyle changes. And I probably went back another 6 months, still did not make any changes. And then I actually had gone to my gynecologist, and we were just talking about like family planning, and she was like, hey, like I know kids is still on your radar, and you're already, if that's still something you want, you need to kind of get your health into control, because it's going to be a journey for you if you want that. And so I think that was my trigger, and my gynecologist is one of the sweetest people ever. So for her to just kind of look out for me, like, hey, if you're thinking about this, then you need to start now and really planning for that. Even if you're not married, don't even know who you're having kids with. She's like, plan ahead. She's like, that's something you need to get your weight under control. She's like, lose 15 pounds. She wasn't even telling me lose all the weight. She's like, get it under 200 pounds. And she's like, even that will be beneficial for you. So I think that was really the trigger, that conversation I had with her.
No, absolutely. And it can be eye-opening, right? Because you want to be in a better place to be able to set up the rest of your life, and the planning that you've put into place is only going to benefit you into the future, right? So out of all the options there, why did you choose KMAC Fitness as opposed to perhaps an in-person trainer? Was there anything in particular that drew you to KMAC Fitness?
Yeah, so like I've done an in-person trainer. I didn't have the best experience. I think it was like he wanted me to go from like 200 to 100 pounds overnight. Like I just felt like he was pushing me and not really understanding my situation. And maybe he had just worked with people that were smaller, and so he didn't know that like, hey, like my body physically at that weight might not be able to do what someone that's smaller can do. So I ended up like, and it was a pain to get out of that contract. So I'll be honest, like I joined KMAC just because it was a 4-month contract. Like literally I was like, okay, I can give it 4 months, like wholeheartedly try for 4 months. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. But it was really like I had tried a bunch of other things, and this was a different program. And with it being virtual, I was definitely nervous about it. But like I was like, it is something different. I was like, maybe this is something that I need to try versus like I've tried like going to a doctor to lose weight. I've tried a personal trainer to lose weight. I've tried Weight Watchers and all those like ones that are out there that everybody tries. So I think for me, it personally was that like, oh, I just need to try something new. And even if it's virtual, maybe this is what's going to get me there.
No, absolutely. And it got you there.
Yeah.
It definitely got you there. Let's just, put that out there. But obviously, one side of this is going to be the physical changes that you can apparently see. And there's always the other side to the journey, which is the mental transformation that you can see through going through the process. Can you talk us through some of the benefits you've seen, maybe from a mental aspect?
Yeah, I think like I will say like I'm very type A, right? Like I'm goal oriented. Like I'm like, oh, I want to hit a goal and just kind of go beyond that. And so I think this process and just the program in general and working with like coaches like you, like it's just like you guys tell us like enjoy it. Enjoy the small celebrations, enjoy the small journeys. I think a year in I posted, and I would have never, the old me would have never posted like, oh, I'm a year in, because I'm not where I wanted to be yet, right? Like I was kind of in the middle of my journey. But it was like, okay, I still have made so much progress. I should enjoy it, celebrate it, and then also hold me accountable for finishing up that process too. Like the old me would have never posted anything on IG that I'm doing this program and like what it's doing for me or whether good or bad. Like I would have never opened up about it. But it was definitely a mindset change that like, hey, one, enjoy all the different things of the program and celebrate all of them. But then also, like, you never know who you also help in the bed on the side, right? Like, I've had so many women come up to me, you know, through IG or even like through some of our events being like, oh my God, like you're an inspiration. And I was like, that means more, right? Like having a community to help each other out, because knowing you're not the only one on this boat just actually means a lot.
No, absolutely. And a lot of this as well is being able to inspire others. And I have no doubt that you're going to be able to do that. But can you talk us through anyone in particular in your close family who you've been able to impact based on the habits that you've built into your life?
Yeah, so my cousin probably, we're probably started at a similar weight. She has diabetes, cholesterol, the gamut. And I think we've tried diets together. We've done different things and we'll go back to each other like, oh, this works and this doesn't work. And after her seeing like me actually do it, she's like, no, I'm going to get it done too. Right. She's actually like quite a few years older than me, but she definitely was like, no, like I see you be able to do it. And she's like, I have all these doubts, but like she's been making positive changes. Like she's a little older, so she knows some of the strength training like is not where she's at yet.
Yeah.
But I was like, start with the protein, right? I was like, her doctor has told her over and over again, like add protein to your diet. And until she saw how much protein I actually eat and like how much I prioritize it, like I even throw protein drinks in her bag when we go traveling together, that like it's important. And so she'll figure out how to get the 90 grams of protein. I was like, just at least get 90.
Yeah.
And so I think just kind of teaching other people the good habits, whether they go through a full program with you or not, is just beneficial, right? Like you're making that impact, things that we never knew. Like I never knew I need that much protein in my diet. I never knew that I wasn't even getting that much food in my diet, right?
And I think it's small things that add up. You don't have to go 100% in, but if you can help someone with small bits here and there, it just compounds, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then if there was anyone who is just starting out their journey, what 3 pieces of advice would you give to them?
Okay. One, trust the process. I think that's Kunal's phrase, and I'm going to use it, that trust the process. And in everything that involves, trust the coaches, trust the program, like just blindly, I'm going to say blindly do it in the beginning, right? You can cater to yourself later, but like in the beginning, just hone in and do what they're telling you to do. I will say I have a really big sweet tooth, right? And the one perk of this program is I figured out how to encompass it in, right? Like whether it was making protein ice cream or like having one of those tiny little ice cream cones, right? Like I only needed a little bit to satisfy myself, but like I knew I needed that, and so I baked that into my meal plan. So if there's something that's like you need to keep you on track, built it in. You might not be able to have a whole bowl of it,
Yeah.
but you can have a little bit and it'll still satisfy you and it'll still keep you going. And then I will say the third thing is like really, really talk to your coaches. Because I think for me in the beginning, I'm one of those people that like, yes, I'm a chatterbox, but I don't ever really go deep into the conversation. Like if you ask me how my weekend is, I was like, oh, Corinne, it's a great weekend. But I won't be like, okay, yeah, this weekend I did this, this, and this, and like this impacted me this. But the deeper you go in with your coaches, the more they understand your lifestyle, they more understand your mindset, and they'll help you be successful because they know what type of person you are and what kind of benefits you.
No, absolutely. And if you ask any of the coaches, communication is one of the biggest things that we ask for because it helps us to be able to tailor your plan to yourself more specifically, incorporate those small things that help you be more successful, which inevitably leads to your first piece of advice, which is trusting the process and then following through to being able to transform your life like you've been able to. But no, it's been a fantastic journey so far, Shama. It's not over yet. Obviously,
Yes.
you and I have discussed a 5-year plan, so we're going to get to work on that. But guys, it's apparent, obviously, Shama has had some life-changing transformational results. She looks fantastic. Watch this space. We're still going.